Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and this is day 33 out of 365 days for improving English. So how are you all? I hope you are all doing great and your English journey is also going very well. So today I'll give you one topic and you have to prepare one topic and you have to speak, and first of all you have to write content and upload and type comment, and then after you have to speak in front of mirror, in front of camera, and then see that what mistake you all did and which improvements you can inculcate in your conversation to look more improved. So our first, and if you are not going to give this much time in your English conversation, you are not going to make perfection in English. So our topic is world crisis and environmental crisis. So in the world crisis there are crisis of petroleum, crude oil, and many things, and environmental crisis is also on the top, and we have to think about it, and many of the government is also making preparation upon it, and many of the government are failed upon it. So we have to conversate and discuss about all this in English to improve more on this crisis in English. So this is a great opportunity to speak and learn any of the language, and if we are practicing continuously, then after we are going to improve any language. So start our video. So environmental crisis is a huge problem in the world, because we are going to developing countries and develop our humankind, but in this development there is a huge concern of environment, because whenever we are doing development, we have to compromise from environment, because we are always extracting the things and the resources for environment for our developing things. So we are extracting petroleum, iron, and earth materials, and from these the environment is got very impacted from not only interior but from outside also, because whenever we are using all these things like petroleum, iron, crude oil, this will totally impacting our environment. Like we are using petroleum, and petroleum getting increased day by day, and this causes pollution, and this pollution causes many harmful things. And firstly, I can discuss the thing that is related to global warming and global heating of the earth. That is how petroleum give pollution, and these petroleum causes very chemical release in the environment, and these chemical increases global heat. So there is a threat of depletion of ozone layer, and ozone layer it is formed from the two atoms of oxygen, and it is depleting day by day from the pollution, and it has a big hole above Antarctica, that is Atlantica. Okay, so there is a big threat of ozone depletion, and then the threat of glacier melting, because whenever there is a global warming, there are glacier melting day by day. So there if glacier are melted, then water comes through rivers, and it will collect it in oceans, and whenever there is a rise in ocean level, and islands and the lands and the region near sea get sinked in water. So this is going to very big crisis in world. But today in today's scenario, there is a big crisis of you can say that crude oil. So there is a war-like situation between America and Iran, and they are continuously attacking America on Iran, and Iran in their attack and in their protection always, and also doing counter attacks. So this is all about our situational condition which is applied in our world, and we have to, and all these is compel us to think sustainable development. We have to think about sustainable development. What is you all I know this is like you have to collect all the content on this related topic, and this is most important thing which is you can include it in your content also. Sustainable development. The sustainable development means the development which we think and take in your mind, the development which is upon the thing that is related to future generation, and we have to preserve the things for a future generation, and they doing development at their minimalistic thing. So we have responsibility to save our resources to our future generation for their help. We are not to deplete and use all the resources that we had taken from earth, and this is our responsibility to save these resources for our upcoming generation. So there is a big threat from the environment, that is global warming, ozone layer depletion, and glacier meltation. And there is a very health hazards like cancer and breath related problems. These are all associated with environmental problems. And what's the problem associated with the global crisis of crude oil? There in India, there is a problem like we didn't use petroleum for a personal vehicle for traveling, and we have to take public buses and public transportation for traveling, and we have to face gas cylinders. We have not reached gas cylinders, so we have a lot problems in India. And to counter all these problems, we have many solutions, but we are not working upon it because there is a great huge costs upon it, because we have to do many science and development, research and development, and many PMs and many big leaders had to say that you have to use electrical vehicle, or you have to only use, you can say that, public vehicle. But in that scenario, the biggest thing is that we have to also import the chip that is used in electrical vehicle from China itself. So this is a very big threat to import all the things from the global markets, and we have to close us, and we have to put a stop on this, and we have to do sustainable development, and we have to become a self-sufficient country. That's how China become self-sufficient from the 1970 itself, because back there from 1970s, China is wholly dependent upon USA, and then it gave a big lesson from that situation, that we have no need to depend totally upon USA, because this will create a huge dependency crisis in future. And this is seen now that we are totally dependent upon USA, Iran, and the global crisis, the global wars, and this is impacting India's sovereignty and India's dominance, and we can say that India's self-sufficiency. So this is all about. You can also make content and write comment and speak upon on that topic. So it is all for today. So thanks a lot for watching my video, and stay tuned with your development and your growth. So thanks a lot, and bye bye.